This is getting hairy. This is getting hairy. Yeah, right. So he is going to Dweller again. I can still summon the Grapha while under Dweller. That's awesome. Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge coming in clutch. Working as I thought it would. What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris back with another fun little deck profile, and today I'm extremely excited to bring you guys Dark World. This is the build that I've been messing with and I have been having solid success with, going on some streaks. So the main problem with the deck in the past is that it's never had a good turn one play. Like it could always OTK pretty well, but it just, if you went first, you can't really do anything. Like, you could draw some cards from your deck, but then you just passed and hoped your opponent didn't kill you. But now with Dark Smog and Grapha, you have a pretty solid trap to draw into to try and disrupt your opponents. Like against Blue Eyes, say you have Dark Smog set and Grapha in hand. Dark Smog allows you to target a monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, and then you discard a fiend type monster, or discard a fiend and then banish that monster. Allowing you to trigger Grapha. So against Blue Eyes, say they activate Cards of Consonance, discard Stone, and then they try to make their Spirit play, they'll summon Alternative, normal summon Sage. Now you go activate Dark Smog, discard Grapha, banish their Stone from the grave, so they don't get the Stone summon in the end phase, and then since Grapha was discarded by a card effect, you get to destroy a card your opponent controls, then you'll destroy the Alternative, and that should typically stop them in their tracks, so they won't have the Alternative on the field to make the Spirit Dragon, and then they won't have the Stone in the grave to summon or add back. And then when they pass turn on your turn, you can just banish the Alternative, because this is just once per turn. It's a continuous, so it's reusable. So on your turn, now you'll just banish the Alternative, discard another card, and keep going from there. So Grapha is really good. It also just puts a lot of pressure on the board because we are playing the one beige. This is just reusable with Grapha. When we discard beige, beige summons himself. Then we just bounce it to summon Grapha, and then we can normal summon the beige again if we want. If we have another Grapha, we can summon that other Grapha as well. So that's pretty cool. We can summon multiple Graphas in the same turn. We just can't use Grapha to bounce Grapha, which makes sense, right? Because if we think about it, if we're using Grapha to bounce Grapha, that's just infinite resources, because we summon beige, we bounce to summon Grapha, we bounce that Grapha to summon that Grapha, we bounce that Grapha to summon Grapha, and then every time we have 3 Graphas in grave, we can just get 2 back to our hand. So kind of makes sense that we're not able to bounce it, because that would be busted. With the other new card we are using are 2 in charge into a Dark World. This card is very good for just rank 4 plays or synchro plays. So we are playing the Avenger into the Void skill, which gives us the Inferno of the Avenger in the graveyard at the beginning of the duel if we only have dark monsters in our deck and extra deck. So we're only playing dark synchros and dark Ixies, but the options for those are very solid now compared to what they were in the past. So like, this can summon the Avenger from the graveyard, which is cool. So if we like go charge target Avenger, discard beige, then we can make a Samsara, which if it dies by battle card effect, we can Monster Reborn from either player's graveyard. So that's pretty cool. This is a solid defensive turn 1 play. Or we can make Thought Ruler with Avenger, beige or snow, and brow, so a level 1, 3, and 4. And then this card can pay 1,000 life points to prevent the targeting, to negate the activation of a spell or trap card that targets a psychic you control and destroy it. So like, if you can like make this into turn 1 if you know you're playing against like a back row deck, and then they fiendish it, you negate it. They book a moon, you negate it. They Canadia, Regeki, Karma Cut, you negate it. And then if this runs over a monster in battle, you gain life points equal to that monster's original attack. So you can just, so this card's a really solid turn 1 against like control decks if you can make it. It's a little bit tough. Like, you'd have to have like charge brow beige. So you go charge, discard beige, summon Avenger, beige summon itself, normal summon a brow, and that's level 1, 3, and 4 to make Thought Ruler. So it's three cards, but it is possible, and it's better, I think, than in some other options. And then we are playing 3 Dark World Dealings. This is really good because it'll typically set up Dark Smog turn 1, because you'll activate this, and then your opponent will discard a monster that they want in the graveyard, which, like, Harpies can discard a monster just to make Harpy's Feather Rest more usable, something like that. You don't really want to use it against Blue Eyes, because they discard a stone, and then you set Dark Smog in your end phase, they'll summon the Spirit. So against Blue Eyes, you just want to wait for them to use Cards of Consonance on their own, because Dark Smog will typically be live without you needing to make it live. We were playing 2 gates. I had this at 21 cards, but I just wanted to make it as consistent as possible. And the 10 monsters, 10 spells and traps, I think was a very solid number. Gates is reusable; it'll stay on the field. So I feel like this is like a more justified cut than the Dark World dealings, because at least this will just remain face up and be able to be used over multiple turns, like Dark Smog. I guess technically you could cut the Book of Moon if you wanted to just play 3 gates. If you don't have Book of Moon but you have everything else, you could easily just play 3 gates. But I wanted a Book of Moon because this is like, you can draw into it very easily with like Brow and dealings and gates and stuff. And it's just like against Hang On Mock and something like that, you can just Book of Moon it. Or it's just like another interruption. It's a very solid card. Just Book of Moon, Spirit Dragon, force it out kind of thing. Very solid. We are playing the 1 Sanaphond as well because we can make this with 2 Graphas, which is kind of cool. So like in like a late game, this will be bigger than Grapha because it'll gains 100 attack for every monster in the grave. So at 10 or more monsters in both players' graveyards, this card is bigger than Grapha. So that's kind of nice if we need it against Blue Eyes or something, prevent summoning from grave and have this be bigger than all of their monsters. And it can't die by card effects either. So if you use its effect, pretty cool. But that's the list. Remember to grab your coffees, like, comment, subscribe, and we are going to jump right into some duels. So stick around. This is a very cool deck. All right, we're up against a Seto Kaiba. We are going first. Nice. What can we do with this hand? All right, I think I'm going to go Dark World Dealings. Even though it's against a Seto Kaiba, I still want to get this going. If he doesn't discard Stone, that would be the best. I mean, it's a 28 card deck. Odds of having Stone are lower. If he's thinking this hard about it, he doesn't have Stone. Okay, good. So now we are going to add the Grapha, and I'm going to set the Book of Moon and the Dark Smog, and then this is a solid turn 1. Just going to activate the Melody. That's fine. Discarding Stone. Oh, this is even better for us. So he drew Stone for turn, I think. Did he? Wait, did he draw Stone for turn, or did he just not discard it? I don't even know. Anyway, so he's going to summon Alternative. And I'm going to pop it. I'm going to go to Battle Phase. Alright, now I activate Dark Smog. Actually, now that I think about it. So I'm going to activate Dark Smog. I'm definitely going to banish the Stone and discard the Grapha. Now, do I have to pop the Alternative? No, I'm just going to pop the back row, because I can take this 3,000 to the face. I don't care about this. Yeah, so I'm just going to pop the back row. And now I can easily deal with the Alternative. I can book it, beat over it with Grapha. Or if I get to another Grapha, I can just discard that Grapha. There's another one. Awesome. So I can just... actually... do I want to hold this Grapha as a interruption on the following turn? I think so. So I'm going to normal summon this Brow. I'm going to bounce to summon this Grapha. And then I'm going to Dark Smog now, discard the Brow that he knows about to banish the Dragon Spirit of White. And now I think I can Book a Moon to beat over the Alternative. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to go to Battle Phase, going to attack. Toggle on, play around Spheric Rebo, no reason not to beat over the Alternative. And now pass to him, now he has Alternative and Grave. I can banish that, discard Grapha, pop another card. So I know he has Blue Eyes in hand. If he has another Blue Eyes, he has his skill. Lightning Vortex. That is fine. Discard Stone, add Blue Eyes, make Twin Burst. Yeah, okay. So thankfully we saved the Grapha here for the Twin Burst. Wait for the Battle Phase. No reason to wait for anything else. No reason to do it now. Wait for the Battle Phase. Gonna set a monster. Okay. Activate the Dark Smog, banish the Alternative, discard the Grapha, Grapha pop the Twin Burst, and should be the game from here. Getting rid of all of his graveyard resources, very nice. I'm going to activate the Dark Smog, I'm going to banish the Blue Eyes, discard the Snow, activate the Snow, there it is. I'm going to add the Beige. So I go add Beige, charge, discard Beige, summon Snow, Beige summon itself, Grapha bounce Beige, normal summon Beige, make Malevolent Sin, banish the Stone, attack for game. There it is. Very cool. Money World's actually putting in the work. Pretty cool. I love this deck, and I'm so glad it's finally solid now. Grapha just gives it that control element that it really needed. That just the solid turn 1 play with Dark Smog and Grapha is really cool. The bounce to summon the Grapha, normal summon the Beige. I could technically bounce to summon another Grapha if I wanted, but the Malevolent Sin will keep the stone out of the grave, so it doesn't really matter because I know he only has stone and no other way to interact with me, so still gonna do it this way just to make the rank 4 and say I did. Banish, attack for game. Very, very good game. Let's do another. Boom. Alright, we are going to stay My Valentine. Hopefully Harpies, so I can show this deck off against Harpies. Pretty cool. We're going first. I mean, like, the thing with Harpies is if they have the Swallow's Nest, it's kind of hard to interrupt them with Grapha. But in this case, we have... So, Gates, we have to banish the Avenger, unfortunately, but we have Snow to grab Grapha. And then we have a draw for turn. So, Snow's going to grab the Grapha. Oh, we already got the Grapha, so I'm going to grab... Probably just another Snow here, because we have Dark Smog, discard Grapha to interrupt, along with Book of Moon, and then on the following turn I'll have Gates again to banish Snow, discard Snow, draw a card, draw for turn, search with Snow, and then we should snowball into an OTK from there, all things considered. So, if he goes summon a Harpy here, okay, so he's summoning a Harpy. I think I'm just going to Book of Moon this. That way if he has a Swallow's Nest, he will chain. And then now he'll have a monster in the graveyard. Okay, so there's no delay, which is absolutely fine because this still stops him for the turn. And now I have Gates to discard Grapha to pop back row or Snow, and then I think we should be good from there. So let's find out. Draw for turn here. Going to activate the Gates. I'm going... Okay, so let's think about this for a second. So he's going to Regeki Break, discard monster. Dang. Well, he's gonna pop the Gates right now, which is honestly fine because we drew the charge, which means we can discard Snow to Reborn Snow. I think we want to discard Snow. Yeah, we can discard Snow to grab another. Yeah, we can grab another Gates with this, which is cool. Yeah, there's a delay here though. I mean, if we can force him to pop the Gates again, it's even better for us because he's losing more advantage. And we still have the Grapha in hand with the Dark Smog. So we can beat over his monster and then just interrupt him from there. So I think this is the correct play. So if he does like another Regeki Break, he has to discard again. So it is even better for us. It's actually really good for us because we still run over his monster. And then if he summons Channeler, I Dark Smog, discard Grapha, pop. And then on the following turn, I bounce Snow with Grapha, normal summon Snow, and then this is absolutely game, so we win. Yeah, he just had to use all of his resources to quote-unquote stop us, but it's not really stopping us, it's just delaying the inevitable at this point, which is really, really nice, so. He didn't open too fantastic, I wouldn't say, but I mean, he still opened a solid Harpy's hand, like. So he's gonna enter, and we're gonna Dark Smog, we're gonna discard the, I'm gonna banish the Harpy Lady 1, I'm gonna discard the Grapha, Grapha's gonna pop the back row. And there goes the battle, folks. Very nice. It was a Karma Cut anyway, so it's not like we could do anything. So, 2 wins in a row. Blue Eyes and Harpies. Very cool. Dark World coming in clutch. Let's do another. Alright, we're going to say Lumis and Umbra. Umbra. We're going second. What could they play? Is it just like a Jesgardius deck? Masked Beast Jesgardius. We have some combos. We have Dark World Dealings, discard Graph at a pop. I mean, if he doesn't open too well, if he just like sets one passes, it's game. So Amazonas, what is the skill then? Add Onslaught. What is the skill? I don't know. Well, this sucks. There's another Dealings though. Alright, well, let's try it. Let's go for it, folks. I'm going to discard the Brow first just to keep drawing a bit, and then once I get to like a critical mass of resources, then I will decide what I want to do. So discard the Brow. He's discarding Le Baby Tiger. That's fine. Activate Brow to draw. No delay. There's another Brow. That's cool. I'm going to activate another Dark World Dealings. Hopefully I get Snow here so I can grab Gates. Drawing Gates or Snow would be nice. Very nice. So I'm going to discard the Brow. Get another draw, and then Gates can banish Brow to discard Grapha, and then I can start going from there. So we'll see. Onslaught can now summon from the grave now. Because if I destroy it, then I'll get some from the grave, which is unfortunate. We'll see. Actually, I might want to grab... I might discard snow here. I'm going to discard snow just to keep my advantage rolling. As long as he doesn't destroy this by, like, Regeki Break or something. Banish the Brow. I would try to summon Thought Roller here, but it's more likely that he'll interrupt me before I get to it, and then also Onslaught doesn't target. So activate Snow. I can grab another Gates here if I want. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab another Gates. I could grab a Grapha. I might just grab Grapha and then just start picking apart his board, in all honesty. Banish it, yeah. I'm going to grab Grapha and then just Dark Smog every turn, discard Grapha, and then just pick it apart on his board from there. Because it's Amazonas, he's not going to kill me. I'm not worried. So yeah, so let's set this. And this is pass on this, because there's no reason to try and OTK if I cannot wipe his whole back row and kill him through it. And I don't think I can do that, so let's just play it slow. Playing it slow. Passing it to him. Dark Smog is going to banish the baby tiger, pop the princess in the battle phase. So wait for him to go to battle phase and then pop princess before he has a chance to use its effect. So I'm going to toggle on here. Going to normal summon another princess. Okay, so I might book him in one, pop the other. I just don't want him to get the queen, because as soon as he gets to queen... well, I'm going to Dark Smog now. Banish the baby tiger. I don't care about Onslaught if he doesn't have any Amazonas monsters. It's going to bad aim. Don't pop Gates. Pop the other back row. Nice. Okay, so Book of Moon is going to flip the one that he just summoned. And then Grapha is going to pop the other princess. Grapha effect, pop this princess. And now he doesn't get access to queen. Unless he onslaughts to summon queen from hand. That is an option as well. But if he does that, then I can discard another Grapha, pop queen. Then it should be over from there, in all honesty. So he's going to set one. I wonder what that is. He's got 2 onslaught back there, so I'm not inclined to try and pop the back row at all. I'm going to Dark Smog again. Well... Do I have to? Yeah, I want to. I'm going to Dark Smog, banish the princess again. Discard the Grapha, pop the princess. And now, I mean, I'm kind of free to just start attacking. I'm going to charge into a Dark World, I think. Or no, I'm going to Gates to get another draw. Banish the Brow. No, I'm going to banish the Avenger. I don't need this. I mean, technically I can start resolving 2 Dark Smogs per turn. That is an option. So Grapha will bounce. Yeah, I'm going to hold the beige in my hand. There's a Floodgate. Interesting. So I'm not going to bounce. It has to be face up. Okay. Well. So that kind of put a wrench in my plans. So he still has an Onslaught in hand. I know he has Onslaught in hand because he searched it and then set a card. And that card wasn't the Onslaught that he searched. So I know he has Onslaught in hand. So he has to top deck a monster here. So he top decked the Tiger. If he goes to battle phase and banishes this, it's honestly fine. Like, it gets rid of our beige from the game, which kind of sucks, but like, I can still summon, bounce with Grapha, and then discard. So I'll take 100 here, because it gains 300 from the field spell. Drawing a Grapha here. So I'm going to charge here, discard Grapha. Target Snow. Yeah, pop that other back row. There is a delay here. Oh, no, I'm going to pop the monster, because I know it's still Onslaught in hand. Yeah, I know it's still Onslaught in hand, so I'm not going to pop... I'm just going to attack. Force the back row with my attacks instead of with the Grapha effect. Just keep getting rid of his monsters. Not popping the Onslaught, because then he gets to resummon it. Grapha, bounce the Snow. I'm just going to push for game. Because he doesn't have a monster to summon. Man, the rain is coming down. What a nice rainy day to sip coffee and play Dark Worlds. Beat some Amazonas on the ladder. Force the back row now. It's got to be Book of Moon. Most likely Book of Moon. It's going to take 2,000, so he's probably going to block the Grapha attack. I mean, if it was Book of Moon, he would have flipped it to prevent Grapha. I think this is just game. I think that's another Onslaught. It would make sense if it was another Onslaught, because he just wouldn't want to set the third, because there's no reason to have 3. Yep. I think that was another Onslaught. Awesome. Pushing through that board. Like, we didn't even hit any of the back row. We just kept hitting the monsters, and then he just ran out. He just ran out of monsters. Onslaught doesn't do anything when you don't have any monsters, so... We played that well, I think. Very cool example. Let's do another. Alright, we're against a Yami Yugi. We are going second. Nice. Chance to OTK now. Our hand is garbage, so I'm glad we're going second, so that way you have a chance to draw. A good draw would be charge into the Dark World is still a good draw. Dark World dealings, gates, or even Smog, honestly. Like, Smog wouldn't let us pop off immediately, but it would still be solid because we have Grapha. And if he's, like, playing turn 1, he's most likely going to get a monster into the grave. Alrighty. Drawing. Oh, there's a Dark Smog. I mean... This reveals that I'm playing Dark Worlds, but, like, doesn't reveal that I'm playing Dark Smog still, because this is kind of, like, unknown to people. So I'm going to smack for 17. Okay, so it's most likely Lunalights. There's the Veil coming down. I'm glad Lunalights doesn't get to play Veil anymore, because they can play 2 Martin, 1 Bird, and 3 Tenki. And then no Veil, which is awesome. Yeah, Lunalights got hit pretty hard. Oh, so it's UA. Cool, so he's going to make a rank 4, I guess. He's going to bounce to summon. Perfect ace. Okay, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm going to activate the Dark Smog now, because... Alright, never mind. I thought Perfect Ace negated just card effect activations, but it can negate the activation of a card or an effect. So I was like, I'm gonna flip Dark Smog now so that I can't negate it on my turn, but he still can. Also, I mean, I could just make a rank 4. I mean, this hand is. I'm gonna just make a rank 4 to beat over the Veil, and then that gives me a chance to Dark Smog on his turn. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. It seems a little jank, but we gotta go with it. There is a delay. I'm gonna make Roach, because all of these effects are inherent summons. Inherent is not the correct term, meaning all of these effects are summons that don't start a chain. You just summon them by bouncing up a UA monster. So I'm gonna make a Roach. And now I can clear his Veil, get a monster into the grave with Dark Smog, and negate like a Slugger or a Dreadnought Dunker or anything that he summons. And he can't negate with Perfect Ace on his turn. It's only a negation on my turn. So it's Maria. That's honestly fine. That's fine. I'm glad it was Maria and not anything else. Because now I can use my Dark Smog to pop your Perfect Ace. I have Roach to negate your Dunker summon. And I think this is a wrap from here, in all honesty. With Grapha and Grave, I can null summon Brow, bounce to summon Grapha. And yeah. This is I think this is the first time I've like actually made good use of Roach, because I play Roach all the time, but he just never comes up. But I'm glad he's finally coming up now. Activating Stadium. On the activation of state, he added this with that thing, correct? This is fine. I don't care. I don't care what you search, because I'm just going to negate the summon of the Roach, and I'll pop the Perfect Ace with my other thing. So yeah, this is fine. So Stadium coming down. Ooh, he's got a Prismatic. Wait, did he summon a Prismatic one last turn, or am I tripping? So if he didn't summon a Prismatic one last turn, I know he has 2 midfielders in hand. So add the Dunker. I guess technically he can activate midfielder's effect. Yeah. I'm going to target the Perfect Ace, because now if he wants to activate midfielder to bounce it, he can't negate on my turn at the very least. That is fine. Because now I can just enter battle phase attack if he midfielders. That's fine, because I mean he can get the Perfect Ace back, but I don't care about that. Special summon. That's fine. Summon the Dunker, boost himself by a lot. Yep. And now I'm going to normal summon, bounce with Grapha. Grapha doesn't activate to do this. So we're fine. Enter battle phase. Attack with Grapha, that way he can't midfielder to bounce and then special and then boost. I'm going to activate this now to pop. Banish this, discard Grapha, pop the Dreadnought Dunker, and attack for 19. You can negate this if he wants, or you can just take it. It's going to... Wait, he is going to negate it. Why would he negate it? I feel like you should have just taken that. I mean, I don't know. If he takes it, he triggers D-Draw, but then what? Wait, he already triggered? Oh, right, he veiled first. Right, okay. He veiled after 1,700, and then another 1,000. Okay, so that was right. No reason not to block that then. Perfectly fine, because whatever he summons with UA Stadium is going to get negated with Roach. Cool. Sending one and ending turn. Alright, well. Goodbye. Game. Discard this. Pop the back row. This penalty box. Honestly, I'm glad I popped it, because like he can add here, but he can't banish my stuff. So that's the important part. I'm going to discard. I'm going to banish the Dunker. Discard the Snow. That's fine. You can chain penalty box. You can add his Jersey all he wants, because like if you can't get anything out on the field, then Jersey is kind of useless. Discard the Snow. Add the Gates. And this should be a wrap from here. Gates, banish Snow, discard Brow, draw 2 cards. Very cool. Thanks, Kanye. Very cool. Actually, I'm going to banish the Avenger. Draw 1, draw 2. Double Dark World dealings. This is 1,000. Yeah, this is a game, because he doesn't have Kite Road. And attack for game. Awesome. Just dismantling UAs there, piece by piece. Grapha, discard every turn, pop a card. That was insane. Not a very good starting hand, but we warmed our way back into that one, because he had a slow start as well, and we just quickly out-resourced him. So very cool game. Let's end with one more. Alright, we are against a Yami Yugi. We are going second. God, what is his hand, dude? It's not real. Alright, well. Summon, attack. Got him. Oh, he has the Veil. Okay. He's got the Avenger from the Veil. I've got the Avenger from the Void. It's not going to use it. Why? Okay, now any attack over 2,400 is game. So it's Fire Kings, okay. Fire King Island, pop. Sure. Maybe I should have summoned Snow, because now I can't recycle Beige as easily. I guess I can with Charge. So it's not unlikely. Like, I don't understand, why wouldn't he Veil there? Because now any of my Grapha attacks is lethal. I just do not understand. Dude, can I draw something, please? Like, my lord. Like, I have to set. Otherwise I lose. No, he's got the Garunix loop already. Alright, so like if he only has Veil in hand, I can smack him for game, maybe. Because like, if I can just draw anything to discard a Grapha, pop Fire King Island, and then discard another Grapha, pop that back row, that's game. I win. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Off the top. That's something, that's something. Okay, we're good. We're in there, we're in there, we're in there. Okay. So discard Dark World dealings, discard Snow, grab Gates. You can Arvada summon Grunix if he wants. He's not going to, okay. Dark World dealings. Discard Snow. I gotta add Gates. Gates effect. Gates, banish Snow. No, banish Brow. Discard Brow. Add 2. Dark World dealings, draw 1. How do I get 2 Grapha effects? So I have to discard Snow, I have to grab Gates here. And now Gates has to draw me Charge Dark World dealings. There's also a potential that I just draw. So I have 2 Charge Dark World dealings, 2 Dark Smog, and well, Dark Smog will be fine, because I can just Dark Smog, banish Garunix, discard Grapha, pop Fire King Island. On my turn, discard Grapha, pop. Yeah, that could be fine. That could honestly just be fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, banish this. I'm fine with drawing Dark Smog. I draw neither? Are you kidding me, dude? What are the odds? Literally, the 2 cards that don't discard anything. I have dealings, 2 charge, 2 Dark Smog. The 2 cards that don't fucking discard anything. Are you kidding me? If I ever discarded a Grapha, I'd stop my engine from going. I had to get to a point where I could discard 2 cards. So that I could discard 2 Graphas. I couldn't get to that point. So mad. So unbelievably mad. Let's go to battle phase. Please just go to battle phase. If it just goes to battle phase, we're fine. Because I can Dark World dealings. No. Oh. Okay, maybe. Actually, no, I think Abyss Dweller is going to fuck me up. Well, no, I could still draw... Dark Smog. Because then I can... You can only Dweller once more. There's that. Okay. You can Dweller again if he wants. This is getting hairy. This is getting hairy. Yeah, right. So he is going to Dweller again. Grapha doesn't activate in the graveyard. It's just a summoning condition, I think. So I think I can still Grapha to summon itself from the grave while under Dweller. I think that works. So I'm going to try this here. See what happens. Banish the Brow. Discard the Grapha. Summon Snow. I can still summon the Grapha while under Dweller. That's awesome. Yu-Gi-Oh! Knowledge coming in clutch. Working as I thought it would. Floodgate, absolutely fine. There's less cards I have to play through. Now I can Dark Smog. Oh, thank God. Why did he play around a Battle Trap? Why did he summon that Dweller in defense? I don't know. Draw phase, fine. Standby phase, activate Grunix. Chain, Dark Smog. Activate effect now. Banish the Grunix. Discard the Grapha. Grapha effect, pop the Fire King Island. Pop that. Yes. This is why you don't scoop. Summon Arvada, fine. I have 1800 defense. Chain. Banish the Grunix. Discard the Grapha. Grapha effect. Pop the back row. I don't care. That's fine. I can still summon another one. Destroy it. Destroy Veil? Absolutely. Null summon Snow. Do you have another Floodgate? Nope. Grapha. Bounce Snow. Attack. He has no Grunix to summon off of Arvada. He can only summon Barong. Canadia. That's absolutely fine, honestly. Because next turn will be game. Alright. Null summon a Veil. Sure. What does this do? What can he make? He can make Sin, but that can't clear my whole field. So he can... Okay, this is fine. He can banish... Wait, if he banishes this one, I can flip that one back up. Oh, what a dummy head. Because now this is no longer the floodgated one. So he beats over this one. Okay, we win. Cool. Easy game. Didn't matter what he banished there. Yeah, now I'm at 3,000 still because of the field spell. Summon this back, flip this up, and almost summon the Snow. Just enough cards in deck, too. What an intense game. Oh my gosh. And battle phase, attack for game. And that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Ooh, what a game to end on there. Beat Fire Kings, beat Blue Eyes, beat Harpies, beat UA. So cool. Beat a lot of the new decks and a lot of the meta decks with this Dark World variant. Very solid. I think it's definitely a competent deck now. Maybe meta. I don't think it's going to be tiered, but it's definitely a rogue deck that can actually compete and isn't just a one-trick OTK pony for sure. Because Dark Smog can grind, as you saw there. That was crazy. Banishing all of his Grunixes and whatnot. So remember to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you all in the next one. Enjoy your coffees. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.